dog? Red? Red, swirly, metallic?
Yeah.
What color are the numbers?
You can't say.
You can't tell?
Nope.
What are the color? What are dragons like to hoard? Shiny. Shiny?
Nope, it's not shiny.
Maybe dragons like to hoard that's shiny.
Nope.
You know?
Yeah.
Dragons like to hoard gold.
But they like this too.
Yeah, they would hoard dice as well. I'm sure they would.
They like red dice.
I'm sure they like all kinds of different colored dice.
They don't like shiny ones.
They like anything.
They don't like thin ones.
Actually, I believe they have a propensity for finding fake.
This is my first cheetah, but
She posted in blood splatter flail time. It was right under my post in the general chat. She posted 9 minutes.
Oh, I'm not in there anymore.
Oh, you're not okay. Yeah, that's what she posted. That's where.
No worries.
Oh, that's fine. That's just where I posted it. I posted my stream there because Austin's there, and then it's supposed to be other people.
Nice.
Yeah, I should have waited to start the stream because I've had a bunch of people come and go. Probably because we haven't started. But I'm sitting at 3 right now, which is good, which is me moving up in the world, so I'll take it.
Well, I apologize to everybody. Tonight's a little bit of a special night. Normally we run Elamara. Tonight we're running a holiday adventure of All Givings Night.
Should we tell Raven Time what we got Mom for Christmas?
What you want for Christmas?
What did we get her? What did I show you? Remember?
Presents.
Yeah. Well, what was it?
Presents.
Remember? Remember what we put in the drawer? What was it? Yeah, we got Mama dragons for Christmas. We got Mama the Dungeons and Dragons Attack Wing tabletop game starter set.
Nice. She's gonna love it.
Yeah.
Gonna be great.
And then we got surprises for Mom. We got her Red Dead Redemption, and then one surprise that I'm not gonna tell you about. Santa and me had to collaborate on it.
Had to make some deals with the big red man.
With the big red man.
Big red man.
That rosy cheeked fella.
Oh man.
Nobody can beat me. My first cheetah can't beat me down. I can beat him down.
No, you don't want to beat your friend down.
He's your friend. Medic
But
Jangles.
when he's bad animal, then I can get him down.
Maybe. We'll have to see what time has in store for us.
I think he's already back.
Oh, I think I hear Mama. Go get him.
Mom! We're playing.
Oh.
Oh.
Mom, we're playing D&D now. Yeah! Ready? Okay. This will be great. Ooh, yum! I like these. They're very yummy.
Where are you going, dude?
I got my first cheetah. This is my first cheetah friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Simon Cheetah.
Oh, look, you do have your cheetah.
Yeah.
Of course, as soon as I heard about Simon, you know I have to make him.
He's a
Is it-
bad animal.
He's a bad animal. I thought he was your animal.
When he's bad, I'm going to get him down, then I'm going to tame him.
No, you
already tamed him, dude.
These characters are also all pre-generated as well.
So when
Because this is a one-shot made by Time, who is our usual DM. and he does a fantastic time and tells fantastic stories. This will be based in his world that he made and that we usually play in. So I really hope everyone enjoys well, the game once we get started and everything rolling.
All right, we all ready?
Yeah.
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 So deep in the cold of whatever realm you exist, lives a man some now call Jolly Saint Nick. For the wizard Nicholas Santavio loves to travel, you see. But of all the places he goes, his favorite, a village called White Trees. On the same night he swoops down, presents loaded on sled, bundled up warm in his giant cloak, a very bright red, with fluffy fur for trim, the color snow white. He always arrives on all giving night.
Christmas.
Yeah.
And as we begin here in the town or the small village of White Tree, looking down as we see carolers in the street singing out front, children running along as people go about the evening, snowmen made. Let's look inside.
Where am I? Where am I?
Hold on.
As the children moved about, the hunter returned, and following behind him was his little friend Osbin and his pet Simon. As they prepared for the wonderful night, excited as can be, for this was the night that Centavio would arrive. But something seemed different this evening. And as Simon did everything he could to get Osbin's attention, Osbin looked up in the sky and saw something falling into the forest just outside of the village. He decided with his friend Simon they would go look and see what had happened. As this occurred, far, far across the land, in Centavio's workshop, many happy halflings moved about, happy that they had worked hard and carved many, many toys and presents for the village of White Tree. However, as they were moving about, three suddenly stopped. Captain Jangles, looking around with a big smile on his face, ensuring that no one else notices, steps out back. And as the snow falls around him, he pulls a glowing red stone from his pocket. Looking around again to make sure that no one sees. The same event happening elsewhere with Medic Jangles and Scout Holly. At the same time, the three of them place a patch on their shoulder. As the patch touches their shoulder, they are transported to a command center. There they're informed that, unfortunately, the wizard Santavio, as he was on his way to White Trees, his sled was attacked and knocked from the sky. But luckily, the halfling in charge, Commander Jingled's father, tells them that he's opened a portal and the three of them must once again become Sled Team 6, the elite halfling team destined to defend Santavio and go through the portal to the crash site and see what they found.
Time?
Well, ask time.
What was it, time?
Going through the portal.
As Osbin and Simon make their way through the woods that they both know so well, why doesn't Osbin roll an investigation check? to see what he sees.
Yep, you're gonna roll that dice on the table.
What'd you get? What's the number? Oh, it looks. What's the numbers, Bug?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's a 1. And what's the other number? Do you know?
2,
No.
3.
Well, no, let's not get. It looks like we got a 19 time,
Oh, what's his investigation?
and we
Right.
need to make sure what your investigation is.
Yeah. Ready?
It's +3.
Let's go.
You got 22, dude.
I'm gonna roll.
Wow. With a 22, you, Osmond, see a groove through the ground in many, many trees that seem to have been knocked over. Why, it looks like something has crashed through here. Do you want to move ahead and look around?
Yeah.
As you move closer, much to your sadness, you see a sleigh. And it seems like it's crashed. And it looks like there's a lot of footprints in the snow around. As you and Simon are kind of looking around, suddenly there's a bright flash. And
What?
a glowing circle seems to appear. From the circle, out steps 3 halflings.
What do you think? Happens appear.
The halflings appear.
What are you gonna talk to him?
The halflings appear.
No, are you gonna talk to the halfling?
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go to them. There. And then
Running up to them, you see in front of you 3 halflings who are quickly looking around and scanning the room. Captain Jingles, the majestic yet strong leader. Medic Jangles, the tough, smart doctor. And then you see out of the corner of your eye, Sneaky Scout Holly with her magic crossbow that fires the candy canes of sleep. What do the 3 of you do? You see, coming out of the portal, finding Santavio's sleigh, suddenly you see a small boy and his cheetah.
wait. That's the sleigh.
Crash sleigh.
Yeah, and you know who those characters are?
Who?
That's Mama Boo and Grace character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Medic Jingles.
I know nothing about my
Yes.
character. Would I want to go pet the cheetah?
Yes, Captain.
You can't come
Medic
to
Jingles.
You
Inspect.
can't.
I need you to
You
make
can't
sure.
pet my cheetah.
I can't.
Nope.
I need you to make sure that see if anybody got out of the crash alive.
Alright, Captain. I'm gonna, I guess, check the wreck. Well, yeah, he's a cat. I'm gonna check the wreckage, I guess.
I
All
did.
right, make an investigation check.
Mm,
Grave is now going to take a look at the sleigh to see if there's anybody inside it.
As you begin to try to look around, suddenly the wind kicks up and the snow, it begins to fall and it begins covering. You can see many tracks, but you begin to realize you're not very familiar with this area. And due to this weather, you're going to need some help. You may want to ask that boy since he's from around here.
I'm gonna go up to the little boy and be like, "Hey, can you
What?
what? Can you help us? We're not familiar with the area. We're trying to figure out if anyone was hurt."
Can't help you guys.
So the little boy quickly agrees to help. And looking around, Osmond, you know that the tracks seem to lead off towards a cave, but that cave isn't a good cave. Your parents told you to stay away because there's a Yeti that lives there, an abominable snowman. And it said that his master is a frost giant.
What? What? I need to go find that thing. I need to go find them. With time and grace.
So he tells the three of you of the cave and the information that he has, and that he must help you go find the great wizard Santavia.
Well,
Medic,
I have no problem with this.
Medic and Scout, we have to save Centavio. This young boy must travel with us as our local guide. You ready? Can your cheetah smell the way?
Yeah.
All right.
There's another way.
Lead on, young one.
So make a survival check, Mr. Osbin, leader of the group.
Yeah, your dice again. What's that?
1,
And
2,
no, 0. So that's
3.
10.
Yeah, 10. Yeah.
Survival modifier is 0, so we got a 10.
So we got 10. Yeah.
Well, you know where this cave is, and it is snowing quite hard. But luckily, with the help of Simon, you're able to lead them. After about 15 minutes of walking, you find the entrance to the cave, and you quickly, the three of you, head inside.
We're heading into the cave.
Let's go. Cheetah, go. Cheetah. In. To there.
As you guys begin to kind of enter into the cave, it's very cold, and
Who went?
it's very dark, and it doesn't feel very holiday-ish inside of here. Something seems off.
Where's my cheetah?
You quietly look around, and as you do, you see large footprints that seem to lead deeper into the cave.
I'm playing with the mouse.
Where did they come from?
I don't know.
Ask time.
Where did they come from, Ty?
Make a nature check, Mr. Osbin.
You roll your dice. Ooh, 18 on the die.
Ooh, good.
Oh no! Those are the footprints of an abominable snowman! Just what your parents told you to be careful of. Luckily, you have your good friend Simon with you and your new 3 friends. You know that the abominable snowman must have brought the wizard Santavio here so he couldn't deliver the present.
And that's the bad guy. And that's the bear.
As you're looking at them,
Find the
suddenly the ground shakes a little, and you hear, it comes from up ahead.
and
What do you do?
What do you do? Where are we going?
to the abominable snowman.
I think you gotta say it louder, dude.
We're going to the abominable snowman.
What do you know of the abominable snowman, little one?
we can fight it.
We can fight it.
You think we're strong enough?
You think we're
Yeah.
strong enough?
Yeah.
Well, Sled Team 6 has never been defeated before.
Just me and my cheetah are strong,
All
but
right.
not Time and Grave or you guys. Just me and my cheetah.
I think you might need a little bit of help.
Help.
They look pretty tough. I don't want
Oh,
you.
yeah. Osmond knows that with the help of his 3 new friends, they should be able to take the abominable snowman and hopefully save the wizard Santavio.
I just
See, you didn't hear what he said because you were talking. That's okay.
You hear the ground shake again. Thud, thud, thud. And suddenly you see it. The loud, large snowman. And with that, we need to roll initiative.
Okay, you need to roll your dice again.
Oh.
No.
That is not surprising whatsoever.
A 4. Uh-oh. That's kind of low, dude. What do we add to that for you?
I hope it's a lot. I got a 17.
He's got a 7 total. I miss
And what does Holly and Jangles get? Jingle.
Is my sheet open somewhere? Don't touch, don't touch. We're trying to roll our. We don't have dice like you. We have to use dice on the computer. Oh, I'm cool looking.
yeah. But I'm not cool looking.
You're pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
Your cheetah's pretty awesome. I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah.
Scout Holly got a
I got 15.
19.
15.
Why are you? We rolled on here. Why are you?
Sorry.
So, the abominable snowman, seeing you all, roars out and rushes forward, stopping before you, and says, "You shall not get the wizard Santavio. We will stop all giving night. Giving presents to others and being nice, that's no fun. Ha ha ha."
Do that.
And he will cross his arms mightily at you for his turn.
I haven't even looked at my sheet. What can I do?
You have a candy cane of sleepy.
I have a candy cane of sleep. That's so cool.
Scout Hollies and crossbows are very effective at launching candy cane darts that help ease one to sleep full of peppermint dreams.
All right, you ready? I'm gonna use my candy cane crossbow. Oh snap!
Oh, that hits as your candy cane smacks boop, right on the end of his nose and suddenly explodes in a cloud of peppermint joy. You see his eyelids seem to get a little heavy and he blinks a little bit. What is this? He yells out. And I believe that Scout Holly gets 2 attacks per turn.
Oh gee, wait, what level am I?
Look at your sheet.
Come on, I just got home. Give me a break. Oh wow.
You're Sled Team 6.
That's nice.
On your shoulder is the patch that is a reindeer head, and behind it, it's a black patch with the outline of in red of a reindeer head and 2 crossed candy canes behind.
Nice.
Yeah.
I take. Does the second one hit? I take it.
The second one hits.
Yeah,
Yeah. Think he's going to get down.
I think so.
If my cheetah scratches him, and
That one you see again. Boop, right at the end of his nose. And this one kind of sticks in his nose. Oh! And he reaches up and has to pull it out with a bloop. And you see that he now looks kind of tired. What is Medic Jangles doing?
Medic Jangles is gonna approach this very sleepy Yeti, and with his giant sucker mace, gonna boop him on the head to try and put him to sleep.
You
And
see as Medic Jangles, looking around, pulls out a stick, and as he continues to pull it out, suddenly the end pops out like a large circular lollipop that you get. One of those giant ones, all day sucker kinds. And he runs up and bink, right in the side of the abominable snowman's head. You see his head kind of rocks back and forth as that hits. And he's like, oh, that wasn't very sweet.
That was kind of funny.
What is Captain Jingles going to do?
Right there.
At them, Sled Team 6! He roars as he charges forward with his candy cane, or his candy rapier. He brandishes it at the abominable snowman and says, "Surrender, abominable snowman! You are no match for us."
Make an intimidation check, Captain Jingles.
Yeah, I can do it.
You're no match. We'll stop all Giving's night, he says, seemingly unaffected by your intimidation.
You hear that? He wasn't affected by my surrender demand. Should I poke him?
Yeah.
Then taste my candy cane!
Fuck him.
You watch as Captain Jangles quickly pulls out his candy cane and flips it around, reaching out with the loop end, grabbing behind the ankle of the large abominable snowman. He pulls the leg right out from under him, causing him to fall on his back. Oh, he says as he falls to the ground.
All right.
You can see he's struggling to try to get up. What is Osmond going to do?
You do, bugger. What are you gonna do? You can. It looks like you can run up and poke him, or you can fire a candy cane like Mama did. What do you want to do?
I want to float him.
Throw a candy cane?
You want to throw a candy cane?
Yeah.
All right. He's gonna throw a candy cane.
Yeah.
All right, Bug.
No, that's not. He's rolling his dice.
Yeah. Roll.
No.
Roll the.
Just one of them. You're gonna roll the big one. Roll
Roll
the
the big
20 sides.
Roll the
Just
one
one.
with the 20 sides.
There you go. Roll on the table.
Roll the table.
Good job. Ooh, 16 on the
16
die.
on the die.
That should be, I think, 3.
You guys watch as Osmond, getting in the character of the season, reaches down and pulls out his own candy cane. Reaching far back over his shoulder, he hurls it over. It spins end over end over end. Boop! Right into the nose of the creature.
Roll that one.
And you watch as the creature's eyes go cross, and he slowly stumbles first left, then right, before falling face first to the ground, and you hear as it seems mighty Osmond has put the abominable snowman to sleep.
Put the snowman to sleep.
He's down.
And that's going to go. again.
Mm-hmm. You gonna be asleep?
You see as you guys look around that Simon appears to be sniffing at the ground just past the now sleeping abominable snowman. And you remember, wait, where is Santavio?
That's my
Hey,
cheetah.
kid, what's your cheetah doing?
Hi, Mom.
Okay. Hey, kid, what's your cheetah doing?
He's sneaking by him.
Oh, he's sneaking?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Sounds like he was smelling. You should ask him what he smells.
He's smelling. This
ask your
guy.
teacher-
Ask
Ask Simon.
Simon.
Ask Simon what he smells. Bugs?
He smells the cave.
Yeah, but he smells something inside the cave. Ask him what he smells inside the cave.
He smells
No, baby.
Ask him.
Ask Simon.
Ask Simon.
Say, hey,
Simon. Simon. Something's in the cave. Assassin in the cave.
Thanks, Simon.
He lets you know that he thinks the wizard's up ahead, but something else is too.
Did you hear that, Bug? Yeah. Centavo's up ahead. There's something else there.
And who is it? Who's that?
We'll have to go find out.
Gotta go find out.
What should we do, kid?
What should we do, kid? Are you gonna tell us what Simon thinks?
He thinks we should fight him. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simon's up for a fight.
Yeah.
Well, we're not gonna fight Centavo. Let's hope that we don't have to fight. That we rescued Centavo already.
We need to get this guy down to go to sleep.
All right.
We need to get this guy down.
So should we go forward?
We should go up to him.
Do you want to sneak there? Be all sneaky about it?
Be sneaky.
Remember, you're good at that.
Can go point at him.
But do you want to sneak there?
You want to sneaky up there, or do you want to just walk up there?
I want to sneak and walk up.
You're gonna sneak walk up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here you go, roll your dice.
Make a stealth check.
Roll your 20.
This one.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
That's a D4. We don't need that right now. Roll a D20. 17 plus 7. Oh my goodness, kid.
Wow. You blend in and just disappear with the shadows, sneaking up in between you and Simon, moving behind pillar to pillar until you get almost up to him. And there you see a large frost giant. And you hear, "Hey, hi, ho, then. I smell a little boy named Osmond. Where are you hiding?"
Right here.
My nose tells me you're somewhere, even if I can't see.
He can't see you because you're so sneaky.
Sneaky.
Behind him, you see, struggling in a large bag of red, something.
Do you want to try and sneak around him to the bag?
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta roll this again. See how sneaky you are. Uh-oh. 7 and 7's only 14.
How about again?
You can't roll again.
As you begin to sneak around, but you get closer, his head turns to face you. There you are. There you be. Now I tell you, come face me, Krampus. And he jumps down, landing on the level with you, causing the ground to shake and the frozen water in between to actually crack. And with that, everybody needs to roll initiative.
I'll roll this again.
See how far it goes.
No, don't try and roll it far. Is that one?
Oh, I clicked on the wrong portrait.
Okay, roll yours, dude.
Okay.
Okay, that was a 6, so you add 3, you got 9.
Oh, he rolls like you.
Is that one me?
That one.
Oh, okay. I clicked on the right one then.
You get it?
No, I haven't rolled yet.
Oh.
Wait, no, that one's not me. Isn't that one me?
Oh yeah, that one.
You're going to find by yourself.
Yeah.
Me?
Oh, I got a good number. Me? Zero?
So, Scout Holly, you as you see this giant jump down on the ground in front. You may want to check on your sheet a little closely for this.
Why do you? Why do you, Time?
Oh, giants are my favorite enemy? Awesome!
Awesome.
So, let's see. Favorite enemy. Wait. Don't you get. You have advantage on survival? What? I think you get a +2 to hit, too, don't you? Oh. I'm used to the UA Ranger.
No, keep looking on your sheet there, Miss Holly.
Is there. Wait. Stuff? Oh, I have. That was weird.
Fighting style archery, you gain a +2 bonus to attack rolls made with ranged weapons. You have lucky, so whenever you roll a 1, you get to re-roll again.
Oh, thank God.
You get Hunter's Prey. When a large creature within 5 feet of you hits or misses, you can use reaction to immediately attack. The Arctic is your favored terrain.
Yeah.
And you have, favorite enemy just gives you, this is not the modified, this is the true favorite enemy.
Gotcha. Well.
Yeah, these are legal characters.
Well, I know nothing about those.
They did edit the Beastmaster though, like in the official book. Finally.
Oh, see, I'm actually going to see what I know. Well, good thing I have advantage about these giants.
These giants are...
You know that Krampus has long been an enemy of the great wizard Santavio. He's jealous that Santavio spends so much time with his happy friends, the halflings, working and making toys and other items for the needy people of the world. And he wishes this so people will become sad and do what he wants.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
You know that he's mean and likes to throw giant snowballs at people too. So you gotta be careful.
Throw snowballs too.
Giant snowballs, because he's a giant.
His snowball is bigger than you.
Mm-hmm.
Better dodge, kiddo.
Alright, well, Mama is good at shooting things, so she's gonna try and put him to sleep with her candy cane crossbow because it's just too cool.
You're going to sleep.
I'm gonna try. He's my candy cane crossbow.
That just hits.
What?
He's big,
He's
but he's got some very nice armor now that you look and see. You can see that engraved into it are all kinds of dark snowflakes and presents, but with a giant X over him. And why, is that a cut down Christmas tree? How rude.
Oh,
He's not very proud.
I feel like we should throw him a party instead and give him holiday cheer.
I think
So, seeing him, you quickly let off with your hand crossbow and watch as the candy cane flies across, hitting on his arm, and poof, but it doesn't seem to notice it that much.
Oh,
then he's going for the
Now Holly gets her too.
oh, that's right. Sorry, I forgot. Well, I'm good at rolling tens, apparently.
Oh, yes, as you send the second one off immediately and watch as it hits him just a little bit lower. This one kind of seems to make him turn his head towards you. That's not very nice. That's not very sweet. I think I'm going to make you the first thing I eat.
How rude.
How rude.
What is Captain Jingles doing?
He's going to step up before Krampus and say, "You will never destroy the spirit of Christmas, Krampus. We've defeated you before and will defeat you again."
Intimidation check.
Intimidation check?
Yep.
Okay.
And I give him.
Oh.
Your turn for days a week.
I give him.
Sled Team 6. My old enemies. You may have
One.
me once, but this time I have.
All right. In that case,
Like this time he has what?
this time he has gonna beat up. Oh well.
We got Osmond and Simon on our side.
I will open up with my with my candy cane shooter,
Yeah.
seeing that he refused my surrender demand.
Whoa.
Oh, that hits.
Oh boy.
Pew pew! Well, here I thought I was doing good with a 10. Goodness.
He watches it slams into his knee. Ow! As it puffs up, you see he takes that deep breath and his eyes kind of go a little wobbly. He shakes his head off and his eyes clear quickly. What are you doing, Medic Jangles?
Medic Jangles to be seeing this very large, giant frost giant's gonna attempt to hold person on him to stop him from being able to squish us and or eat us.
He's gonna try and hold him down, Bug.
My DC is a 14. He isn't going anywhere.
So, Osmond, you see as suddenly Medic Jangles reaches out into a bag at his side and throws his hand towards Krampus, yelling, "Wrap present!" You see his wrapping paper shoots out from Medic Jangles' hand and quickly begins to wrap around first the legs, then farther up around his waist, trapping its arms at the side. You watch as suddenly where Krampus was is now standing a giant, fully wrapped present with a bright red bow.
And
It
this
struggles.
this is why I'm the best rapper in the shop.
What are you doing, Osmond?
Your turn. What are you going to do?
I'm going to sneak up all the way up.
Well, he's already seen you, baby. You can't be sneaky anymore.
He is paralyzed. I don't remember that status effect, but
He's paralyzed, Bug. You can move up on him if you want.
Oh,
or you
he
can throw a
did.
Candy cane.
He moved up on him. Now what are you going to do?
I'm going to get my cheetah. And I got to run away again.
Run away?
Yeah.
Where you gonna go?
I'm going to run
You
away.
can't chase you. He's all tied up. What are you gonna do? to
He's
him?
all wrapped in a present.
Can go all the way down.
You can
Then
sneak around him if you want, I guess. You
Oh
can
yeah, you could go investigate the sack.
go sneak around him and investigate the sack.
You wanna go see what's in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But how?
Look, you're going over there.
Make a investigation check as you sneak around the giant wiggling rat present and come across a very large red bag that's tied with a thick gold cord.
What is it? Oh, an 18 on the die.
Yeah.
As you quickly untie the bow and open the end, why, out pops, ho ho ho, the great wizard Santavio. Thank you, Osmond, for saving me.
Stinking mug.
Well, he's out of the bag, dude.
He's out of the bag now.
He said thank you. What do you say?
Let's run away with him.
I agree. Let's run away indeed while he's busy. Here, I have a present for you that will help. And with that, he reaches back into the bag and pulls out what appears to be a giant pair of skis. He says quickly, "Everyone follow me!" and begins to run out front.
You hear the music?
As all of you quickly dash outside, he pulls out of the bag another pair for himself, giving a nod to the three halflings. They, pressing a button on their belt, suddenly you watch as from their very boots extend skis of their own. With a push off, all of you begin to make your way quickly down the mountain. Up ahead through the trees, you can see the village of White Trees. But before you get there, you have to go through the forest, and you're moving quite fast. Why, you guys better make dexterity checks to see if you can get through the trees.
Roll your dice. Roll it. Make sure you get through. Oh, an 18 on the die. You're good at these 18. I think you have like a +3 or something. All right, let's see if Mama can do it. You think I can do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mama's dexterous too. Oh, yeah.
High five.
High five. We're fine.
Yeah.
Now let's see if Boo crashes into a tree or if he's fine. Don't touch Booby.
We can beat him. We can beat him. Right, Mom?
Remember, we're running away.
Yeah.
We saved the wizard.
Yeah. But the
But
way
we gotta see if Boo runs into a tree or not.
Oh!
All of you are able to weave and dodge as the trees shoot by, whoosh, 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 on both sides, with Osmond and the wizard Santavio in the lead. You look over and see Simon running next to you quickly as all of you make your way, and find that before too long, you arrive at White Tree Village. As you quickly up in a shower of just snow, you see that everybody's awaiting and wanting to know just what happened on this wonderful eve. And the wizard Santavio, why, what did he bring? He turns to you, Osmond, and with a ho, 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 I have to thank you. You saved All Giving's Night, you and Simon. May I call you my friend?
He's asking you. Can I call you friend?
Well, my friend, I know you have many adventures ahead. So let me give you this for them. I hope it helps keep you safe and warm. And with that, he reaches into the bag and pulls out a very special cloak. As he hands it to you and you put it on, you feel magic flowing through you. And suddenly, it feels perfect outside. He tells you that cloak will always keep you warm and cool. It will always keep you dry in rain. That is the explorer's cloak. As I know you will explore the world. Give me, though, as I am quite behind. Hurry, my three friends, he says, turning to Jangles, and Holly. We have many toys to deliver this All Givings night. And with that, you see as he quickly turns, running over to the sleigh, you see as he casts a spell, and it begins to float. Hopping up into it, along with his three friends, he flies off into the sky, waving goodbye.
Bye, Osmond.
Bye, Austin.
You're Osmond.
Bye, Osmond. Hey, good this next year, and I hope to see you next. Huh. Oh. And with that, Osmond, you have All Givings night
You see?
and leveled up. Congrats.
Yay!
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 You played your first game of D&D.
Great job, everybody.
I just got the invulnerable sun snowman asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Then the monster was after me, and I got something. And he was in that thing by that monster giant.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell time that you had a good time.
And say thank you.
Thank you, Time. I had a good time.
Thank you so much. I am so glad you enjoyed it and had fun. And I hope everybody else enjoyed it too.
Oh yeah, that was great. That was great.
Yes, this was awesome.
No worries.
I'm going to know if you guys can let me fight another giant monster.
We will just have to see what's in store for Osborne and his friend Simon. I'm sure there's gonna be some adventures ahead. You guys have a great night.
All right.
Thank you,
Good
guys.
night
Thank you.
time.
Did you have fun?
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming out for the stream, everybody. It was great. I hope everyone enjoyed it. And I'm gonna end a little bit early today and work on a few things actually for another game as well. So thanks for coming, and I'll see you all around.
Well, that was awesome.